Welcome to Senegal Life News Capsule. France is one of Sri Lanka's key trading partners, with bilateral trade exceeding 540 million euro and French investment at 485 million US dollars. From sustainable energy to luxury exports, the partnership is expanding, with French tourists expected to hit 100,000 next year. Seeing Sri Lanka as central to South Asian strategy, French Ambassador Remi Lambert discusses exports, tourism and trade, and the growing synergy between Sri Lanka and France on Kaleidoscope News Capsule. So France and Sri Lanka, they've enjoyed such a long-standing diplomatic relationship, but the world itself is changing. We are seeing global challenges, we're seeing the pandemic, we're seeing changes all over. How is this affecting the relationship between our two countries?
It confirms the importance of strengthening our bilateral relations. The turning point was the visit of our President Emmanuel Macron to Sri Lanka in July 2023. And it was a turning moment when we could discuss together to strengthen our relation facing the common challenges you mentioned. The common challenges, they are the common challenges of the oceans. We are both nations of the oceans, and we are started working on concrete projects like a center in Colombo on maritime safety and security. And it's a very important avenue for cooperation. We have also worked on economic recovery. We are the fourth economic bilateral creditor of Sri Lanka. And very recently, we signed an agreement on rescheduling of the debt on $390 million to facilitate the economic recovery of Sri Lanka.
France is one of the EU's largest economies. What are the key areas that you see potential for Sri Lanka to expand into the French market beyond tea, beyond apparel?
First of all, you mentioned tea, so I must mention tea because we are supporting the tea industry in Sri Lanka through geographic indication. We have developed geographic indication in France with the wine industry, and you know France has a very important country in the wine, globally known for it. And we are doing the same. We are supporting Sri Lanka to brand Ceylon tea with our French expertise. Apart from that, Sri Lanka is a very important country rich with natural resources, and we are supporting the rubber industry with tire manufacturing, and there's a lot also of natural projects. The gem industry, Sri Lanka is very rich in gems, and with the luxury industry, it can also contribute.
With France leading several green initiatives globally, what sort of bilateral cooperation do you see you can give us where energy is concerned, where climate action is concerned, and sustainability in general?
Sustainability is a very important avenue for bilateral cooperation for us, but also with our partners, the European Union. We are working on energy transition. We have different projects, one which is a circular economy with the financing support of the European Union, but with the French expertise France, and we are providing a lot of exchange of expertise and capacity building. We have also a possibility of working more on energy like solar energy. We have already French companies working, and also hydropowers. We have an expertise. You know, France has developed a capacity in hydropowers for more than a century in the French Alps, and we are very interested to see that Sri Lanka also has a very important capacity.
So tourism between France and Sri Lanka, it's a long history, plus it's grown. So are there any plans for France to maybe increase connectivity, increase the whole relationship that tourism has between our two countries?
France has now become the fifth largest emitter of tourists to Sri Lanka, with almost soon 100,000 French tourists visiting your beautiful, gorgeous country. What can we do? We can provide a French expertise with our guide experience, with in discussion with our both respective experience in tourism. We also can provide French language courses because with an increasing number of French-speaking visitors, it's important to have guides that can express themselves also in French, and we have a network of Alliance Française in Sri Lanka, and they provide French classes. And we also have programs with the European partners on some tracks for tourists. So there's a broad range of issues we can deepen.
If we're looking at FDIs, at investment from French business people, what areas, what industries do you think will hold interest for them in Sri Lanka?
Infrastructure is important, and we have companies that can be interested in the energy infrastructures. Transportation also, we mentioned tourism. If Sri Lanka wants to become a tourism hub, it needs also to have a strong airport and air capacity. So, and we have Airbus Group, which had been already working with Sri Lankan Airlines in the past. And Airbus products are very efficient, very worldwide efficient. We can also work, I've mentioned also agriculture. There's a lot of things that we can do to upgrade for new products. And there's also vocational training. And we have a lot to do on fashion, on IT training. So we have a lot of companies that are interested in Sri Lanka. They want to develop and to make investment to Sri Lanka. Let's work together.
Mr. Ambassador, we're looking ahead now. What is France's long-term vision for its relationship with Sri Lanka?
Working together in the Indian Oceans. We are, of course, a European country, but we are also a country of the Indian Ocean. We have 1 million French nationals living in the Indian Ocean. So to a certain extent, we are also neighbors of Sri Lanka. And with the Indian Ocean, we have a lot of common challenges with climate change, with the rise of the sea ocean level, with the protection of biodiversity, with the pandemics. On all these issues, I think it's very important that Sri Lanka raise its capacity to reach out to other countries and to contribute with its expertise and experience. And we are very willing to work together with our Sri Lankan partners on the international multilateral fora. France has been the initiative of many issues on pandemics treaty, on development, financing for development, that we are looking forward working. Also on the ocean, I mentioned the ocean, there's a lot of treaties we can do on BBNG, the Treaty on the Protection of the High Seas, beyond national jurisdictions, on illegal fishing. So we are looking forward working in Colombo, in Europe, in the United Nations with Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has a very important heritage, a historic heritage, cultural heritage. We, a country of culture, we are also working on culture and heritage. We have started working on the cinema, on the rich Sri Lankan cinema heritage. And one of the important movie, Gehenulamai, was screened in the Cannes Festival recently. So that's an example also of another domain of cooperation we can build together.
Mr. Ambassador, here's to stronger, longer ties. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Savithri.
Kaleidoscope is on digital channels, 4 of them in fact, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. Do subscribe, follow and like us.
You focus on your goals. We will take care of the risks. Silico Life.